Alright guys, today I'm going to prepare Greek style souvlaki gyros, in between, something similar, and I'm going to serve it with pita bread. Now for the pita bread I'm going to use this white bread mix, which basically is flour with added yeast, so I don't have to add yeast to it, makes life easier. And I'm going to add some oregano, a bit of salt to it, and I might do it with milk. Probably I'll do it with milk. And you can see I'm not actually at home, and the reason for this, that I thought to myself that I can use the work videos for the home cooking as well, so do basically the same as I do at home without the beer at work. I just explain to you what I do as I do in the home cooking videos. So let's see how this works, and then this is going to be a companion video to the main video on the main channel. So if you are interested, like what spices and why I use them, this is going to be the companion video. It's going to make my life easier as well, because I don't have to do a separate narration like I do. Mind you, I haven't done for a while. Yeah, let's see how this goes. So I'm going to start with the pita bread. As I said, if I wouldn't have this one, I would just use plain flour and yeast, but I don't have to use yeast because this already has it. And this gives me the yield as well, how much water I need to add, which I just ripped off. Nice. What's that? 2.5 liters. Okay. So salt and oregano, and 2.5 liters of water. Actually, put a bit less, because 2.5 liters, so I won't add some olive oil as well. So I just do what's that, 2.4 to 2.3 and 200 ml of olive oil. Okay guys, I'm going to use whole chicken. So debone the whole chicken. I just leave the bones of the wings inside, and then the rest of the bones I'm going to use for stock. And it's very simple to debone the chicken. All you have to do is just follow the bones with your knife. Just pop out the leg as well. But if you can find the joint, just go next to the joint, and then there are a few bones that you need to cut, or just, in this case, bones are broken, unfortunately. Not the best, but if you can find the joints, it's much easier. Okay, joint is there, and then of course the beach bone is still here, so you can either take out the beach bone before or just cut near to it. Perfectly okay. And then all you have to do, just follow the bones. Well, it would make it easier if it wouldn't be broken. Unfortunately, that's what happens. Again, just follow the bone and cut near. You don't actually need to use a knife for this. You can do it with your fingers as well. Again, which bone? And we have the second thing, the joint is there, so I just cut the joint, and then simple, even come to the leg, joint is there, just pop it out. Okay, so that's the main carcass, and then I'll just take out the leg bones. Again, just cut next to the bone. It's very simple to do. Then I just grab the bone like so. Can do the same on this side, and then hopefully you don't waste much meat either. But to be honest, I don't actually mind if there is some meat left on the bone, because it's going to give more flavor to the stock. But you can see it's quite clear. Do the same on this side. Not the best knife for this purpose. Somebody broke my meat knife, unfortunately. That's why I'm using this one. Okay, so that's the second leg bone out. Okay, I'm going to make a quick marinade of salt, black pepper, and oregano. And some marjoram. I'm going to add some white wine vinegar to this, and the reason I'm not using yogurt is because I'm going to cook the chicken on the griddle and I don't want the yogurt to burn, but I might add some yogurt while I cook the chicken, we'll see. And a bit of olive oil. Alright, the dough is ready. Nice. Just going to let it rest and let the yeast do its magic, and then I'm going to portion them up. I also make a nice crunchy salad to go with the meat in pita bread, and I'm going to use peppers, tomatoes, red onion for sure, cucumber, yeah, why not, a couple of cucumbers, what else, some red cabbage, it's always nice, but I'm gonna keep it simple, maybe some iceberg lettuce, we'll see. So that I'm going to put inside the pita, I think, unless I change my mind. So yeah, let's do that. Alright guys, everything is chopped. I'm just going to season it with a bit of lime. And oregano. Black pepper. soya sauce, bit of white wine vinegar, and olive oil. I've also decided that I'm not going to put the meat inside the pita bread or the salad. I'm just going to serve them on the side so people can decide how they want to eat it. I think that's going to be better. Okay, so just going to cook them on the griddle to give some smoky flavor first. Then I'm going to finish the cooking in the oven. But this way I can give a lot of smoky flavor to the chicken. That's why I'm always doing this. Yeah, you have a nice char. Amazing. Very smoky. Alright, this is the last chicken. And not all of them has too much char, but the smoke flavor is there, and that was the whole point of doing this. Alright. And I can finish cooking them in the oven. Yeah, I'm gonna do 150 grams of pita bread. It's quite a lot of bread. This juice I'm going to keep, and I'm going to make a little gravy and keep the chicken in the gravy during service so it doesn't dry out. Okay, pita bread looks nice, quite soft. I'm going to finish this with some garlic oil, I think, on the griddle. And to the gravy for the chicken, I'm going to add some yogurt. make a bit of garlic oil, garlic and oregano. Bit tight on time because we are almost at service time. Okay guys, so this is the finished plate. You have the pita bread, crunchy salad, nice potatoes, chicken, tzatziki, amazing. Hope you enjoyed this. See you soon.